Hi, you guys. So I'm going to try to keep this one short and sweet. So this week we're entering into the video coaching week, which is one of my favorites. And it also, once we're done with this week, you will have experienced all four of the pillars for success for Levels Up. So you've already experienced the portal, and we've had our first Savvy Roundup, which was last week, which the link to the recording will be in this week's email. And the Facebook group most of you have experienced, and then the video coaching is the fourth pillar. So for those of you that haven't done it before, I would highly encourage you to do it. I hear over and over from people that it's one of the most valuable parts of the program for them. So please try it out. So the way it'll work is you'll send in a 3 to 5 minute video of anything you choose. So it can be something that you're having trouble with. It can be something that you'd like just feedback on, that maybe you're feeling good about, but you'd like for me to check and see what I think. It can be you asking questions. It can be 3 to 5 minutes of video. That being said, if you aren't sure, like let's say you film a video and it's 7 minutes and you're not sure how to edit it, that's okay. Just send me the time codes, like tell me start watching here and then go, for 3 to 5 minutes. And I would ask that you just send either 1 or 2 blocks if you're sending me time codes. I had one student send me like 15 different 30-second segments, and it was a really creative way to go, but it was too quick for me of segments. So have them be at least 1 to 2 minute blocks of time so that I can watch what's going on. So the way that you can send them via Messenger, text, email. YouTube is my preferred way to send video, but that's just me. It's what's easy for me. And I do have a video of how to upload videos to YouTube. And I'll include that in our email. So if you haven't done it before, it's really quite easy to get a YouTube account, and it's secure. And I'll lead you through in another video how to have it be private so that people can't just search and find you or find your video. The other thing, you can send your video anytime from now until May 31st, which is Sunday, a Sunday. But I am going to offer for this go around, since many of you are also doing the Bridges to Success course with Linda. If you'd like an extension so that you can send a video during that course, you're welcome to do that. So just let me know if you want to extend and send your video a little bit later. So there's that. And then the other piece with the video coaching that's super important for me is that you fill out the questionnaire to go along with your video. So you need to send me your video and the questionnaire. And it helps me to find where your video is, because I get upwards close to 50 videos, and it's super challenging sometimes to find where they are. So the questionnaire helps me know where to look for your video. And it also helps me with what you're looking for. So I'll ask you a couple questions in that questionnaire. So there you have it on the video coaching. And then a couple other things for this week. I included the articles that I put on the Facebook page last week, the articles about short sessions that Cezanne de Cristoforo wrote. So if you haven't had a chance to check those out, I would highly recommend it, especially the first article, because it talks about how you can get a lot out of short sessions. And she is the master of short sessions. She used to work at Atwood Ranch and at Pat's Barn with young horses. But at Atwood, she'd have 30 head of horses to work with every day. And I asked her, I was like, were you really doing that? And she got so creative about how to help these horses progress. So she did a lot with groups of horses, but she did a lot with short sessions. So it'd be a good one to read, because I think a lot of times we think that we need to we need to do longer sessions, but not the case. So definitely recommend checking that out. And then I just want to talk briefly about the article from last week on beginnings, middles, and ends. And if you haven't had a chance to read that one, I'd check it out. It just helps you identify what kind of a learner you are. And then I wanted to just say that one of the things I love about this program and how it is morphed and improved over time is I have a better awareness of how each type of learner does in the program. And so if you're a beginnings person, you were probably super excited in week 1 to get all the new stuff. And then as we go into the program, you can start to lose a little motivation. Maybe it's not feeling as new anymore. So for you, one of the things that will help you be successful is treat each week as a new beginning. So there are new videos, you've got a new checklist. So really look at that as a way to harness that part of you in the program. Then for middles people, the beginnings are hard because it's new and it's different. So for you, looking at each week, there's consistency within each week. So you're going to continue with your practice plan. You might add some things, change some things, but there's going to be that consistency. So really focus in on that to help you stay motivated, that it's gonna stay very consistent. And then there's gonna be some changes along the way, but you're gonna get better and better at dealing with changes. And then for those of you that love to complete things, each week you have a chance to complete your weekly checklist. You might check new things off of your self-assessment checklist. So really focus in on that to keep you motivated. And then the other thing also is we don't want to just, like, for me, I'm a beginnings person, if you haven't already figured that out, but I don't want to just get better at beginnings. So I want to know that about myself so that when I'm in the middle and it's kind of and I it's boring, or I've done this before, or all those things that go through my mind, I can get better at that. I can kind of have a flag go up in my head that, oh, this is the watching the paint dry part, and this is good. So anyway, we want to try to get better at each one. And endings for me is challenging. I know that. So I'm really aware of it, and each time I end something, I try to get a little bit better at it. So there you have it for that. A couple of videos that I included in this week that I'd recommend. One of them is about being more understanding with yourself as a learner. So if you tend to be hard on yourself, or well, I'll just leave it at that. If you tend to be hard on yourself, which I think a lot of us do, I would recommend that video, especially for what we're going through right now as a globe. I think that, we can all feel, I don't know, just a little bit more raw and sensitive. So that would be a great video to watch for what we're all going through as well. And then the other video is something I did a couple sessions ago, but I think it's a good one. And that is more of a tip for your horsemanship and the power of repetition. So check those out. And I'm super excited to see your videos for video coaching. It's one of my favorite parts too, because I feel like I get to really interact with you personally. So let me know if you have any questions about those, and I hope you have a wonderful week 4. And I think you'll hear me say this over and over and over, but I'm really am so grateful that you're a part of this, and that I'm getting to spend this part of our journey, we're getting to walk together. So thanks for doing this, and I will see you in your video and maybe on Facebook. So have a great week.